We are recording. Yay. Yeah, that's all we need is take out one of your brand new units. Looks so pretty. Man, it's good. It's good to be back.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a little while.
Yeah.
It's been a little while. Yeah, guys. Eric and Tom here, Forb Gaming. I feel like we're the only two ever playing games anymore.
He doesn't. His wife won't let him out of the house.
Yeah, he's. If you guys ever want to get a gift for him, get him a big old whip. Actually, it's not for him. It's for his wife. But
I was gonna say.
he is definitely whipped.
If you need his balls, they're in her purse.
Yes, that is true. I'm actually gonna get her like probably a set of balls
Yeah,
and
just keep them in the purse.
because it was her birthday yesterday, so I do need to send her a gift anyway. So maybe I'll send her like a pair of those like brass balls that people put on like on their cars. Be like, hey, you got to keep this on your keychain in your purse because those are actually Jimmy's.
These balls.
But yeah, so we're back. It has been a month. I think we last posted anything on September 5th. It is now October 10th. This might not get out on the 10th. This might get out on the 11th or 12th. But we actually have a copy of Halpi's Rift.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's show that.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
So I know it's supposed to get released on the 12th. We got it, or well, I should say we. Tom got it yesterday. So yeah.
The 9th. Heck yeah. Thank you, Mantic, for FedExing that to me.
Because the last couple times you guys have sent stuff to us, it's gotten lost in the mail. So it's actually pretty nice. It's a good looking book, guys.
Yeah, great job. Really cool.
You know, it's got some good artwork in here.
Yeah.
It's definitely, what I like is it goes into a little more in depth about the Ratkin, which is kind of cool. Talk about the different layers of like the Ratkin. Which is pretty cool. Has a whole campaign
Mantic's
thing.
awesome.
Yeah, they
didn't really change a lot because they haven't seen the tournaments being played, so they don't know what to change. But they did a couple little variants things that it's pretty cool, and the campaign stuff and the material planes and all that stuff, really cool stuff. Did a really good job.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a lot of fun. As far as the Clash of Kings, I was both happy and kind of disappointed. As weird as that sounds. There wasn't as many changes in here as I thought there were going to be, which, because I'm an elf player, I guess I wanted more. But I think the elves actually got some boosts. We're obviously not going to go over everything in here. Not again. So we're not going to go over everything in this book, but I'll tell you what, if you guys are elves players, you're definitely going to be happy with this.
They did a good job.
Yeah, what was nice is a lot of the tweaks in here are just making stuff that was irregular.
Yeah. A couple of changes, just fixing a couple flaws. That's why I like Mantic. They don't change like the whole set. They don't change it just to help out like a new army. They're not like, ooh, we're gonna push this new army, so let's make this new army badass. They don't do that, which is nice. Did a really cool job. We would have played some kind of the new stuff, but we just got it yesterday, so it's still new.
And I haven't gotten mine yet.
He's a slacker.
Full disclosure, I just ordered it. This is actually my first day off in like 2 weeks, so I haven't had a lot of chance to do a whole lot, which is one of the reasons why we haven't been able to get a battle report out for you guys.
We'll definitely get a game in now with the
with the material plane. It's going to be interesting. It'll be like the old days of Warhammer Fantasy where your Skaven would like blow themselves up.
It's interesting.
You just never knew what was going to happen.
It'll be cool to play.
But yeah, so there's some good changes in here. I really don't see a whole lot, and even being an undead player, I'm looking at the undead changes and I'm like, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
There's nothing. Characters, new heroes. It's a pretty cool book.
There's nothing in here like honestly like wraiths being irregular. Yeah. Okay. Like who's making an army of all wraiths? If you are, cool. I hope it works. But I mean, most people are running probably 1 or 2 units of them anyway. So
I probably would. They're pretty gross.
You know, I don't know. I just
those are Defense 6 ones, aren't they?
Yeah, Defense 6, but they're that weird point. They're Fearless 16. Remember, you shot mine off the board in one turn.
Yeah.
Remember that? They had no wounds, and then you were like, dead.
Defense 6. That's so gross.
Speed 7, shambling. Yeah, I just don't. I guess again, I don't think it's a big change. It's not going to hurt anybody's list by having those be irregular. No. Again, I just don't see a lot of people using it as like a whole army. Yeah. You know what I mean? Building their core of their army around wraiths. But who knows? Maybe there are people out there that do that.
I would.
Because you're sick. You're sick and wrong.
Defense 6. Come on.
Mantic and wrong. Anyway, guys, it's also really cool in the back. They included a battle report in here, which obviously for us that like to make battle reports, it's kind of cool. It kind of brings us back to the old days of White Dwarf.
Super cool battle report. Yeah, that was my favorite part of the book. Actually.
Love the pictures.
I really like it.
Love the pictures.
There's Ronnie playing his dwarves. So
oh like God, that. Ronnie's dwarves. Hey, what do you know? There's there's 2 steel behemoths. Wow, shocker, right, guys? But yeah, anyway, so if you haven't picked one up, guys, get it, because let's be honest here.
Support the hobby.
Support the hobby and awesome. Support Mantic, because guys, I really honestly, and I'm not saying this because we definitely don't get any kickbacks from Mantic.
Yeah.
I really think they're doing it the right way.
Oh,
you know? Like, I mean, they're growing the game, they're growing the storyline, they're growing, you know, the background of all the different armies, and they're not charging us $100 for 5 models, right?
They do changes based on tournament play and what they see as like being broken and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
They change it for money like other companies.
Right, exactly. which is you know, dumb. But anyway,
super cool.
It's such a good business model for Mantic, and it's a good way of doing things, like being in touch with the people who are playing your game, right?
Yeah.
I know, guys, we're always talking about Mantic, but let's be honest here. This game is a Mantic game, and
it's pretty cool to go to DEFCON and see Ronnie.
Yeah,
right there. And be like,
see Ronnie and have Ronnie give Jimmy a bunch of crap about playing better, you know, and that's the cool thing.
Cool.
Yeah, and like, you know, just being able to go there, talk with him. Yeah. He's not some secret, you know, Games Workshop.
We have a whole Q&A and stuff like. It's super
awesome.
Cool company.
It's a really cool company, guys.
I've played GW for like 20 years of my life. Like, way different of a model, so I like it. And
the big thing, you know, when we were starting out in Kings of War, it was, you know, what can we use from the old game system from Games Workshop? What could we use in this game? And now that they're building up enough stuff, we don't have to worry about that. What Mantic stuff are we going to buy and make, right? So it's a lot of fun. And yes, guys, here ultimately Mantic is a business, right? If they don't make enough money, they're going to go under, and then this game won't be supported. This game is so much fun, and it's such a good game. Let's try and support it the best we can.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to do all Mantic. My next army is going to be all Mantic. As you see, I'm starting Abyssal Dwarves. Mantic. It's half Abyssal Dwarves now, but it's coming.
Yep, and guys, today we have a
hodgepodge of nonsense.
These are some hodgepodge armies, but guys, we've got Ratkin slaves with the Abyssal Dwarves.
The
Abyssal Dwarves is Tom's new army.
Yep.
I know you guys were expecting me to have a new army, and I do have a new army coming.
Oh, I beat him to it.
He did. He snuck in, was like, I bought a new army too, and I was like, oh crap, what is it? I'm not telling you. He finally couldn't help but tell me, because these things look awesome.
Yeah,
they look awesome. You guys will see them here in a minute. But yeah, we got the Abyssal Dwarves with Ratkin slaves. So if you guys hate Ratkin like I do, it's great that now you're going to be playing them in more than one army.
Yeah.
Yay.
Ratkin, Abyssal Dwarves, Ratkin slaves. So it's pretty much Abyssal Dwarves, Ratkin slaves with Ratkin allies is what I'm playing. So it's something.
Yeah, like that. I don't even however that works, but it's gonna look awesome. It'll be something different for you guys. I am playing the Sylvan Kin. You will notice though that the army looks very similar to my elf army, and that's because I'm not going to paint up a whole bunch of new elves just for Sylvan Kin. That's dumb, right? One of the beautiful things about Mantic, about Kings of War, especially with these theme lists that they do, is that you can use the same army for multiple armies. You use the same models, I should say, for multiple armies, which is nice. You know, the Elves have 3 different sub-factions. I would probably do different units for the Twilight Kin, just because they're supposed to be like emo elves.
Just paint them darker.
But right. Make them look a little more sinister. Yeah. But for the Sylvan Kin, I really am not doing a whole lot of things different, because I'm not going to do that.
I mean, Mantic doesn't make Sylvan Kin models, so they probably want you to use the Elves. And it has like all Mantic, I think.
I am almost 100% Mantic. I think the only thing, and that's just because I didn't have another Archmage model. My Archmage is actually an old Teclis model. And then my Battle Standard, I painted up a Mantic Battle Standard. It's just a dude with a banner.
He's at home.
He's at home. So I'm using a Phoenix Guard, an old Phoenix Guard Battle Standard Bearer. But other than that, I do actually have models for those. So yes, this would be 100% Mantic.
Yeah.
And I like to do that just because, Games Workshop makes great stuff, but I'm not going to support them and their business model. So just the way it is. Now, do we sometimes have to supplement with other things?
There's a few.
Sure.
It's gonna be all Mantic. It's gonna be all Vessel Dwarf Mantic army.
Yeah, I'm so excited. And it's gonna look so cool when it's going up against my other all Mantic army that I'm doing that I just can't wait to unveil. But unfortunately, I didn't have a whole lot of time to work on them. And so anyway, we're also looking forward to Armada.
Oh, Armada's coming out.
Armada's coming out.
Super psyched about that.
So if you guys haven't gotten your pre-orders in, do it. I think it comes out November 11th or 21st or
21st, I think.
21st?
Yeah.
So make sure you get those pre-orders in. Yeah, guys, it's going to be something different. But it's still set in the Kings of War universe. It's kind of like Black Seas is what it's based off of. So if you guys are fans of Black Seas, you'll know.
I like the boats. Man, they're awesome.
They look so cool. They look so cool.
Come with the box because I love the dwarf boats.
I know the dwarf boats look cool, and apparently you can make yours right out of the box that you get whenever they release the dwarves. One of their boats is actually their legendary boat too. You can make it one of the other. Whereas the rest of us have to wait until they release them. But so all right, guys. So our scenario is push. We rolled. One objective. Yeah, we got one loot counter, and so Tom put it on his dragon.
Yep.
I put it on a unit of my forest guard, and that's pretty much it. We have them on the opposite sides of the board, and so this is going to be kind of an interesting game. Shout out to a couple of our subscribers, and one of our subscribers had mentioned he wanted me to play Sylvan Kin, and I said, cool, I'll play Sylvan Kin. Is there a certain type of build that you want me to play or to avoid? And he said that he wanted me to avoid using any shamblers or trees. So I'm like, oh, okay.
The tree army with no trees.
Yeah, so it's a Sylvan Kin list with no trees, because I like those challenges. I actually enjoy that. I'm not saying it's going to work, but I really enjoy challenges like that.
I'm not very good, so he should be able to beat me.
Yeah, he sucks.
He's terrible.
He's horrible. I'm going to mop the floor with him. It's going to be great. And then, Grant Alexander, who is part of the dojo, he had sent me a list in regards to the Elves for a list to try out, and his list was a 2,000 point list. So this list that I have here is kind of it's a 90% Grant Alexander list. There are some different changes because I did not have another unit of Stormwind Cav, and I don't have the Battle Cats. So the core of this army is actually a dojo list, and then I threw in some other things that I had to supplement that, and then I pushed it up to 2220 because that's what we play at. That's what Adepticon was, and so that's what we play at. So thank you, Grant. This is, like I said, this is part of a Grant Alexander list, although I'm sure he would probably play this a lot better than me. And then to our other subscribers that have given us suggestions, thank you, and please continue to do that. Please continue to like and subscribe. I always forget to say that.
Yeah, definitely. If you like what we're doing,
if you like what we're doing,
new armies, different stuff.
Oh, and with that, I
was trying to find the name.
Oh my gosh!
I was just looking at it.
Oh no! We forgot his name. It's not good. What's his name?
Whistledorf army.
It's not his name.
I know.
Great. He's all waiting, and we don't know his name. You told me his name earlier.
Lee Reynolds, I'm pretty sure.
Lee Reynolds?
Lee is his first name.
Lee?
So I'd like to give a shout out to Lee for
Lee out there in Great Britain, right?
Great Britain, yeah.
You sold him like an army for like what, $200?
Yeah, a couple $100.
I don't know what that is in pounds, so sorry. We're Americans here, so we use dollars. Sorry, but yeah, so it was like $200, and it looks awesome.
Yeah,
so,
he did a really good job.
Yeah,
so the basing and the painting.
Shout out to Lee. This stuff looks cool, and I gotta say, one of these units, I love. They look like an old, look like they belong in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're all these Skaven coming out of a sewer tunnel, and I'm waiting to see Donatello and Leonardo busting out after them. You know,
super nice guy. I asked him about the basing and stuff. He's like, "Hey man, let me show you how I did it." Sent me like a whole tutorial and stuff of how he did the basing. Really nice guy.
So if you guys
thanks for the models.
So if you guys like the way the models look, if you guys like the basing, please make sure to reach out to him. We will try and get his actual name for the in the link. So when you guys check out the comments down below, we'll actually try and put his actual name. And if you guys like his stuff, reach out to him. And who knows, maybe he'll paint stuff for you guys too. As such, if you guys have armies that you want us to use, and you guys have built them up, you're looking to sell them and stuff, hit us up, because we're more than happy to buy fully painted models and like endorse painters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I try and paint all my own stuff, but it takes a long time. Tom's painted 99% of his stuff, other than these last couple of armies he's got, because we've got families, we've got kids. You know, I mean, a lot of your stuff you painted when you were in your teens and 20s. Right. You know, no kids, it's much easier. Same thing for me. And now that, you know, you grow up and you get kids and stuff, it's so much harder. So if there are people out there that want to build, you know, the units and paint them and stuff like that, and then want us to buy them from you, we'll buy them from you. Now, if it's not too crazy expensive, because obviously we're not making money off the channel, so it's because we're doing this because of the game, we love it. But if you're like, man, I want to see an awesome Northern Alliance army on the board, or I want to see this, hey, paint it up, hit us up, and who knows, we might buy it and put it on the channel. So Lee, hopefully we'll figure out your last name. Sorry.
Thank you for the models.
The models look awesome. We're gonna get some close-ups. Yeah, we're gonna get some close-ups of the models. My army looks really small compared to yours.
I got the whole board lined up.
I mean, I'm on the whole board too, but I've got gaps. All right, guys. So with that, we are going to. Damn it! There's the all right, guys. Okay, one time. That's it. No more.
Should be a drinking game.
It should be.
Yeah.
It should be.
But guys. Bam.
Yeah, bam. Take a shot. Little 17-year-old kids are going to be housed.
Right. They told me to on YouTube.
So with that, we will get going over the deployment. We'll talk about the terrain, and then you're going to get some close-ups of the different armies, and we'll get going. Let's talk about your hodgepodge of dwarves and rats.
We got some Abyssal Berserkers.
Okay.
Got some Decimators, Horde of Decimators.
Oh, look at
they
that.
have Fire Oil, but he has no regen, so I just left that card off.
And look at that, like the brickwork. That is actually foam, which is just insane. I don't really think even with the gimbal it's really doing justice. But look at that, guys. That just looks awesome.
2 Hordes of Nightmares with a slave driver behind.
Ooh, there he is.
Another troop of Berserkers.
Okay.
We're gonna count these as tunnel runners. I think it's a regiment. They're supposed to be on chariots and stuff, but they look like tunnel runners. I mean,
that looks so cool. Like I said, it looks. I'm waiting for the Ninja Turtles to pop out of the fucking tunnel.
And my Ratkin allies, 2 Hordes of shock troops with BSB.
Nice.
Regiment of half-breeds. And
look at those guys. Again, guys, look at that foam. Like that foam. That is just foam.
It was a lot of effort.
That looks so
strips,
cool, man.
Brick, doing the lines.
That looks so
such
cool.
A good job.
And then of course, the dragon.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Yeah, man, you stretched out the board. 12 units. I mean, that's a good looking army. All right, and for the Sylvan Kin, I have a horde of Forest Guard. That's right, these are Forest Guard now, not Palace Guard. With they have Chant of Hate, and then I have an Archmage in the back with Bane Chant, Heal, and Shroud of the Saint. I have a King right there on a horse. I've got a troop of archers in the front there. Yes, they do actually have some bows. I have another horde of Forest Guard. They have Chalice of Wrath, so they have Fury. And they're also holding a loot counter. That's that bright green thing right there. And then I have Teclis. No, I'm just kidding. I have another Archmage in the back with Heal and Bane Chant as well. So 2 Bane Chants on that side. Hopefully that'll give me a little bit of crushing. A little bit of extra punch. And then I have a Battle Standard Bearer with loot because I'm going to copycat Tom as much as possible. I have a horde of Tall Spears with Brew of Strength right there, holding down the middle.
I have no loot in my list.
Oh my God, you don't, do you? That's crazy. I've got 2 regiments of archers. I have a king back here with the Shard Blade, and he also has Blade of the Beast Slayer. Nice. So he's an asshole. I have a regiment of Stormwind Cav, and then I've got my 2 bolt throwers. So a little bit more shooting, I guess, kind of, sort of. Not really a whole lot. Yeah, it's just bows. Ultimately, guys, the reason why I added the archers in because I need the unlocks. Again, this list is kind of a mixture of what Grant Alexander, we were kind of talking about some list building stuff, and he had come up with a 2,000 point elf list. I just don't have all the models for that, so I kind of swapped some things out. It does obviously change the list, so I'm sure he's probably sitting there going, wait a minute, that's not the list that I sent you. No, I'm sorry, it's not. Once I have all the units built up, then that'll be different. Plus, we also play at 2220, so I would have added stuff anyway. But as far as, that doesn't sound good. As far as terrain goes, we have a forest, we have another forest, we have impassable, and then, of course, we have obstacles around the impassable. Sometimes that Epic Dwarf is weird sometimes. And then we have a height 2 hill, and then a height 3 hill, and then a little piece of impassable back here. So, again, guys, the scenario is push. I have my loot counter over here, or my loot on one of my hordes, and Tom has his loot counter on his dragon. And I don't know. Where would he hold that? I guess in his mouth, maybe? I don't know. That dude looks cool. That guy just looks cool. So anyway, guys, we're going to get going on with turn 1. End of turn 1. And sorry, guys. We did move our models. Unfortunately, the GoPro was not turned on record. So this one will be a little bit longer of a recap this way. I got top of turn, so I moved up my battle line and tried to plink away a little bit.
Did a couple shots.
My little troop of archers put a wound on the berserkers. Let's see, my 2 regiments of archers over here put a wound on your abyssal half-breed. And then my bolt throwers put a wound on your dragon, who also has the loot. You were unsuccessful in regen, which happens sometimes.
We only have 1.
I know, right?
5 up.
But yeah, so I moved up my battle line. You moved up your battle line as well. And I'm obviously going, oh my god, I have way too many support characters and not enough units. Right?
That's kind of what I was thinking too.
So I'm like, oh crap, how am I going to do this? I feel comfortable right now with this flank. I do not feel comfortable with the rest of my battle line. But hopefully my shooting this next turn can maybe do some more wounds so I can hopefully get something off the board. Especially right here, because you've got the berserkers. You have the tunnel runners who are speed 8. Okay, so they're like cav, or they're chariots. And then you've got 2 hordes of your
shock troops.
Shock troops. Are they shock blight?
Shock blight.
They are shock blight?
Yeah.
Damn it.
They have blight bots.
Okay, avoiding them. And then you've also got your cav on the edge there. So you've got, you are definitely outnumbering me. I've really only got 4. I mean, I have my king back here too, who I will have to maneuver stuff around. But you definitely have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as opposed to my 4, I would really consider. So yeah, not looking good on that side of the board. Over here too, you're always great at outnumbering people. You have 4 units over here to 3. I do have my king as well, so we will have to see what happens turn 2. So we're going on to turn 2.
Turn 2.
It's hard to believe that this was only turn 2. Yeah, you killed some archers. You drew first blood, took out my archers. It was questionable on the other side of the battlefield, but over here you easily took out the archers right here.
You know what I did? Quite a few.
You did 9. You did 9 wounds.
Nice. That was
Pretty good. So yeah, I mean that's a pretty good combat right there. 25 attacks, man. That's rough. That's nasty for 24 attacks. But still though, from a chariot regiment,
yeah,
like that's nasty. Most chariot regiments are 16.
They're pretty gross.
So the fact that they're just a crap ton more is nasty. Berserkers redeployed practically and pulled themselves to the other side of the board, which is probably a good idea. GoPro, start recording. You barely killed my troop of archers over here and repositioned, creating a nice little choice for me that I have to decide what I want to do. So this whole situation is going to be kind of interesting. You charged in with your berserkers and you did what, 4 wounds?
Garbage roll too.
4 wounds. So not I don't know. How many attacks did I got?
12.
12. Yeah, I don't know. Not as good as they should have done, but this over here is kind of where the whole game is at, right? I mean, it's just kind of weird. Just what potentially could happen, right? So yeah, we're gonna go on turn 3 and see if this shakes out. This could be the turn that either just cripples me or that I don't get crippled.
Yeah, could be
bad. So we shall see what happens. All right, we'll be back. End of turn 3, and so sad. My forest guard. In case you guys didn't notice, the end of last
trap on that.
Yeah,
one.
I had no choice.
Yeah.
I had no choice. We were talking 4 units against 1 practically. So I had to take something out, otherwise they'd have died. I figured I'd at least kill something rather than kill nothing. Right. So yeah. Anyway, with that being said, my forest guard had no wounds and died. They're the ones that had Chalice of Wrath. Didn't help them. But at least I was able to pass my loot onto the other unit here. So yeah, we got Decimators, we got Nightmares, we got Berserkers. The Berserkers do have a couple wounds, so I mean, I guess if I really needed to kill something, I guess I could. But it's even at this point kind of a risk, even with like my king, because it's only 5 attacks. Even if I wound with all of them, that gets him to 7.
13-13, so it's 50-50.
And then you can kill my king, and I don't know about that. So yeah, kind of interesting what's going on over here on this side. On this side, this was a weird turn.
I thought for sure you had this one, and then this one's actually going badly for me somehow.
Yeah, this one was kind of interesting. So I took out the Abyssals. I had blocked you with my archers. Right. I blocked the unit in the back. So that way you had to charge the archers. You couldn't wheel around them or anything like that. Which forced you then to flank my archers, which was funny because they're archers. And then you also charged into my tall spears, which are just holding shit down.
Yeah. Did you go with the phalanx?
You routed them, and then because of my BSB, I was able to hang on to them. And yeah, they're hanging out. Also, they have phalanx, so you had to take a -1 with your flyer, so that hurt. I am so happy that rule is there now, because flyer armies have to watch out for phalanx too, right? Yeah. So that's awesome. And then you were wavered with your tunnel runners, so it's kind of like meh, you know. you can't do a whole lot with them. So anyway, I'm trying to think what else happened. You killed that unit over there. I killed your abyssals. You killed my archers. I think we've just been trading blows.
Trading shots, yeah.
Trading blows, and God, these guys are up to a crap load of wounds. Where are they at? They're at 13 wounds. Oof, that hurts. So we will see. We'll see what happens next.
Turn 4.
Turn 4. Turn 4. Oh yeah, this we need. All right. End of turn 4. This has been a pretty fun game, I gotta say.
For sure.
So I charged with my Forest Guard, healed them up, charged into your Decimators, and I decimated them.
You did?
My King also joined in on the fun, able to kill him. I repositioned and was able to block with one unit, but man, you were able to get me right to the routing. So no matter what, I'm routed. And of course, wavered, I'm sorry, not routed. Yeah, right to my waver, so I'm wavered, so that's great. And of course, my other unit had Chalice of Wrath, not this unit, so that sucks. And then you were only able to do a couple wounds on my King, which I think is kind of funny.
2 wounds. 4 wounds.
4 wounds.
4 wounds is pretty good, I guess.
It's pretty good, not bad. Now, what was really bad was over here. I ended up killing your King, or your dude on a dragon. That was amazing.
Man.
And then because I already had 13 wounds on my tall spears, I knew they were going to fucking up. Yeah, I mean, we're talking what was it, 60 attacks?
60 attacks.
That was just nasty. And then your other unit couldn't kill my King. That was amazing. Yes, right there. The King survived a full-on horde attack, so that was funny. I think you only had 4 wounds on him too.
I think so.
So yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was pretty shitty.
I'm trying to think, and then I got the hell out of there with my horses because that was just not going to go good. Could I have possibly saved my tall spears for a turn? Well, no, because you charged him with your the chariots. So I think it wouldn't have mattered either way. Yeah. So got them the hell out of there. This is what we have left on the battlefield going into turn 5. It sucks that my unit is wavered.
You almost had it.
Dude, I would have had it. I'd have had it.
I'm sure you would have killed those guys.
Yeah, I'd have had it, man.
I would have killed those. And then
all I want...
probably would have...
Yeah, it's just like, come on, game.
The wavered.
Oh, man. Always a waiver. It was a Palace Guard or Forest Guard. It doesn't matter. They get a waiver. So we're going to go on to turn 5 and see... mercifully, if it goes to turn 6 or not, or turn 7 actually. Once we get on to turn 6, and yeah, we're gonna wrap this game up here soon. So, on to turn 5. Yeah, bottom of turn 5. Yeah, you got to kill him because if you don't kill him, then it's a draw. Which I would rather you not kill them so we can get a draw, so I don't get a loss. But that's just me. Yeah. So my hey guys.
Hey!
End of turn 5. My King, who I am loving my King, he whooped up on your chariots.
Yeah,
I should say whooped up, but he charged him in behind and killed him. They already had a bunch of wounds. I finished them off.
They were already
you charged my battle standard bearer and killed him, which was pretty funny. Yeah, you switched off because you were getting, these guys had some wounds on them, so you knew what I was going to try and do. So you switched off the token to these guys. And yeah, right now we're both holding 1. It's pretty much coming down to this over here. I keep healing wounds back. You keep doing wounds, and
17. So
yeah,
I keep wavering them.
Yeah, you keep wavering them, which sucks for me because then they keep getting wavered. This is the second turn in a row they've been wavered. Dumb. And I don't know what else to do, man. To be honest with you, I mean, I just at this point it's.
This.
It's pretty much just this. Well, I still got to do something over here, maybe just to make me feel better about myself. At least kill some other things, right? And then I got to do something. My Stormwind Cav are way out of position. I had to though, so they wouldn't get charged and just needlessly die. But getting them across the board is a sheer impossibility. Because it's going to be turn 6.
Yep.
Going on turn 6. I kind of hope that you don't rout me and that I am able to hold off for another turn. I don't think that's going to happen though. 17 wounds is nasty. Even if I get 12 back, then
yeah,
you know, I mean, it could potentially happen.
If
I get all my wounds back, right? It could potentially happen, but who knows? So we'll go on and see what happens here. Guys, I really, really, really hope you've stayed for the end of this because this is just getting...
You won't die!
My unit of Forest Guard will not die. He wavered them for a third
time. And I should be able to charge him with both my kings. You're going to take out both my bolt throwers.
Yeah.
You take out the first one, and I'll probably shoot with the second one just because. Why the hell not? But other than that, yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. And then you rolled, and we're going to go on to turn 7. So, yeah, there's not 7 on here.
No, we'll just put a 1 up there.
There's not 7 on here. So, we're going to have to see what we can do over here. Hopefully my kings can do some damage, but oh my god, man, this is just so funny. This right now, just so you guys know, right now it's a draw. He's got 1, I've got 1. But Tom is not a merciful human being, and he wants to win. So he wants to kill them. I totally wish they had Chalice of Wrath instead of Chant of Hate right now, like the other unit. But it'd be done. Yeah. It'd be a draw. We're gonna go on turn 7, guys. Hopefully.
Hey, hold on.
Hopefully. All right.
And that was fun though. I gotta say it was fun, but it was just like, oh my god, it was frustrating for both of us because I got wavered 3 times. You couldn't kill them, so it was frustrating for both of us because I'm like, ooh, I'm not dead yet, but I couldn't do anything. My mages are just like, trying to keep them freaking healed. Oh man, guys, that was. You can't see, but I'm sweating a little bit. I'm sweating. Pulled off a draw, not a loss. Yes, good job, Sylvan Kin.
Yeah.
That game was
3 turns.
Fun.
I still couldn't kill him. And he wavers me at the last turn. Really?
So we obviously didn't do a review of the last turn. What happened? I had charged in with my other king who had Blade of the Beast Slayer.
Yeah.
So 2 kings against the unit. I was able to do enough wounds.
Did 7 wounds.
Barely.
Yeah.
And I got him wavered. So oh my god, I needed that because if you'd have killed him, which you would have killed him.
Should have killed him the last turn. Should have killed him the turn before.
I mean, it was wow, guys. And for me, like that king was just gone. Like I had to get him over there, and wow, I didn't think it was even going to help.
Yeah.
But it definitely turned an L into a D. However that works. Wow. Yeah.
It was good.
That was good. That was fun. I did not
help. That's what.
Yeah.
That's what does it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if dwarves can hold, and I think adding that heal in there really helped.
Oh, yeah.
Grant
would have been dead first turn.
Oh, they'd been dead, yeah.
You were healing like 6 back, I was doing like 7, wavered.
Yep. Waver. Yeah, man. What do you think of the abyssals, of the abyssal dwarves? The decimators. I think once you have an army that's not a hodgepodge, maybe one's a little bit more. You're going to work out the kinks.
Sometimes they're together. So
oh my god, nonsense. I'm sure it's going to. I can only imagine what you're going to have next.
Yeah.
Because every time you don't win, then you come back with something even more nasty.
Yeah. This is something I threw together. Using like 3 different armies I own. It's like, oh, here you go. Here's some stuff.
It was.
Ratkin slaves, Ratkin allies. I'm like, yeah, that'll work. I was trying to get the abyssals on the table, but I don't have enough abyssals, so I had to do Ratkins, and then I don't have enough even with the Ratkin slaves, so I had to do Ratkin allies on top of that. So
it's all good, right, guys? Made for a good game.
Yeah. I even threw some dwarves in there.
Yeah, man. So we're doing this at the end rather than the beginning of this one, but who would have been your highlight unit or player? I guess this could also be your most valuable unit or player too.
Yeah, shock troops did good. They always do good.
Yeah, man, the shock troops are just nasty.
Yeah.
And they look
I was getting in trouble on that flank, but the shock troops came through and did their job. Definitely good.
Yeah, they definitely held up. They were starting to get some wounds towards the end there, and I liked that you kept them together because it would have been very easy for you to peel off one of them and go.
Yeah.
But you kept them together because I was starting to put wounds on them, and you were like, I'm gonna pass that over.
Yeah.
And that was pretty pretty good. I liked that you did that.
They did well.
I guess for me, my all-star unit would have to be my king. My little king with the Blade of the Beast Slayer.
Unit.
Well, yeah.
How is it not that unit?
Okay, it's a Forest Guard with Chant of Hate. All right, fair enough. I mean, Chant of Hate, man.
Because they should have died 3 turns.
I mean, when they did get into combat, they whooped up on the Decimators.
Yeah, they killed Decimators.
That was good.
Held forever.
That was good.
Getting wavered.
And then they got wavered and wavered and wavered and wavered. Yeah, man, that was, oh my gosh.
They should have died.
Oh, they should have died.
2 turns ago.
For anybody out there that's watching this that has never played Kings of War, play the game. It is so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look at us. We are laughing. We're having a good time. We're having a good time the whole game. You guys can't obviously hear, from the GoPro footage, you guys can't hear us laughing. But we're having a good time through the whole game. And it was
just
fun.
Funny.
It was just fun. Yeah, I mean, it was just, we were like,
what? No.
Oh
and then
my
it rolls
God.
to turn 7. I'm like, oh, turn 7, I got it this time. Then he wavers me.
And for me, I'm like, great, I'm going to get another loss. Here we go. And then it was, nope, draw. Yes. And against a good player, I will take a draw. I will take a draw. Yeah, man. And the game swung like it always does.
Yeah.
And it was.
That's good. Back and forth.
I'm going to need to take another blood pressure pill, man. That was rough. That was rough. It came down to the end. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else. Halpi's Rift. Guys, if you haven't pre-ordered it yet, I think it's actually going to be out the 12th.
Yeah. Monday,
So we
they're
ended up,
supposed to release it for him.
And if you guys stayed until the very end, I should have mentioned this. To thank you for staying till the very end, and I guess, because you guys did, we'll read something out of here. Let's see here. What should we give people? One of these guys, maybe?
Yeah.
So,
I like this guy. This guy's gross.
the ogre.
Yeah.
So we're gonna Namagarok.
Nom nom.
Nom Nom's back. Hey guys, so thank you for staying to the end. If you want a little sneak peek from Halpi's Rift, here we go right here. An ogre character is back. So Nom Nom is back. Let's see here, Spellcaster 2. Did they talk about Spellcasters in this? They go over, right?
Oh, it's the huge thing in the campaign.
Okay.
Or in the planes and stuff. It's a huge deal.
5 attacks, 4s to hit, 5 up defense, brutal, crushing, inspiring, nimble. For each friendly corps, large infantry, regiment, or infantry horde within 6 inches, increase the amount of dice rolled with Bane Chant, Heal, and Lightning Bolt by 1 to a maximum bonus of 3. Bloodlust. Any friendly core unit hit with Namagarok's Heal spell gains vicious melee for the remainder of the turn. What? Really? Really? Oh my god.
Heal them and they get vicious.
3, so heal 4. Yeah, you heal them, and now you're giving them vicious.
And you're like heal 7 because you're gonna have 3 hordes within range because you're an ogre player. So you heal 7, so you heal them back. Then you come in there. Yeah, it's pretty gross.
See, and the one for the Elves and Sylvan Kin, he's got Fireball 10 and Heal 4 and Surge 4 and Windblast 5. But then he's pretty much like Magnold, where he gets 1 turn where he can fly and may still cast spells even if she was given at the double order. Now that's nice. Oh, in the turn this is activated. Yeah. Still though, that's not as that's Nom Nom is nasty. Yeah. Nom Nom is nasty. Yeah, guys. Pick up a copy of this book. Does it have a whole lot of Clash of Kings? No. Does it have a lot of for this whole magical thing?
The campaign setting is super cool.
Yeah, there's like different planes and stuff. Yeah, you gotta roll off to see where you're gonna be. There's the ethereal plane and the Empyrean plane, the abyssal plane. There's a whole bunch of them, guys. But yeah, pick up a copy of this.
Super cool.
It's good. And here's the thing, guys. Even if you're planning on not playing at all, you do need the Clash of Kings updates for 2021. Now I'm trying to think. Adepticon will be using these Clash of Kings if we end up going to Adepticon, because that's going to be in March. So if you're planning on going to Adepticon, which hopefully you are, hopefully we'll see you guys there. That'd be kind of cool. And maybe I'll print up some T-shirts for Juicy.
For Juicy.
Get Juicy. Get Juicy a T-shirt. But anyway, guys, pick up Halpi's Rift. It does look pretty good. They're also, that battle report in the back is pretty nice.
Super cool book.
And then the
stuff is really interesting.
We're looking forward to playing Armada. Give us some time though, because obviously once we get Armada, we're gonna have to paint everything, and and then not look like a bunch of jackasses. So we're gonna have to play it a couple times to kind of figure out what it's gonna be like. But I've heard it's a lot of fun.
Throw it down.
Or just throw it down and you guys, or you guys go through the growing pains with us. Yeah. So this was the Sylvan Kin, and then this was the Abyssals with Ratkin slaves and Ratkin allies, or no, Ratkin slaves with Abyssals.
Slaves.
Okay.
With Ratkin allies.
There you go. There you go. Oh, that's right, because you can take certain units from Ratkin slaves that are from Abyssals, because the Abyssals are the parent, or the whatever the hell, theme list. Yeah, whatever the main list. Yeah. Okay. That's how it works.
I threw together. I'm sorry. Like it wasn't the greatest army.
I thought it was good, man. It was fun. It was fun to play against, and I like seeing the Ratkin.
I want to get the Abyssals on the table, but I didn't have enough points. So
for these guys,
like stuff I had,
and these guys are probably sick and tired of seeing the same, 3-4 armies that we got. So it was something different for you guys. Hopefully, it was definitely, even though it's the same models for me, it was definitely different. The Sylvan Kin are a little bit different.
Yeah.
So. Really, the only difference was the forest guard, but it was nice not having to worry about forests.
Yeah,
that was nice.
Pathfinder was nice.
Yeah, Pathfinder on that. He did. I mean, I know they're $270, and then of course I give them war gear, so they're even more expensive. Yeah. But it was worth it apparently. So yeah, guys, pretty good game. You got a draw, not a loss.
Yeah.
Yes. So proud. So happy. I'm trying to think. What do we got coming up? We're busy the next. Me and Jimmy are busy the next couple of weekends. So what are we looking at? October. So maybe November before we're able to play again. No, I should be able to get over here next weekend on Sunday. We'll see.
All right.
I'll try and work out Sunday. Yeah, so hopefully we can get another battle report in. Sorry guys, we know it's been a little bit of time, but life gets crazy.
It happens.
And then when do you think you'll get your Abyssals back?
Oh, it'll be December,
okay.
January. It's gonna be a while.
But still, though, I like seeing them on the tabletop.
Yeah.
It's awesome to see them on the tabletop. And when you have a full army, I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'll keep
not looking forward to it. It sounds like it's going to be an Alpha Strike-y list.
Yeah, going heavy Alpha Strike.
Oh man, it's gonna suck.
Gonna do Alpha Strike Epistle Dwarves. So maybe that should be funny. maybe we should be able to get both of the armies on the tabletop. My new secret army on the tabletop at the same time, right? That'd be cool for you guys. Maybe around December-ish. I know I said a month, but unfortunately I've been busy, so it's been longer than a month. Sorry, guys. Do you have anything else? No, that was it.
All right, guys.
Hopefully you enjoy watching.
Hope so. I hope you guys stayed to the end, because it looked a little bad, like turn 3. It looked a little rough.
Should have lost.
and it just kept going. So I hope you guys stayed through the end. If you guys fast forwarded to the end of this, go back and watch some of it. So freaking GoPro. But yeah, other than that, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. And Tom's already given me his mic, so now he has no power. He's gonna drop the mic and just leave. But yeah, other than that, I think this is gonna be it. We'll see you guys next time.